Well, hello everyone. I hope that your day is going absolutely amazing whenever this video finds you. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Alyssa. It is so incredibly nice to meet you. I'm glad that you're here and I hope that you'll consider subscribing and hanging out with us. And if you are not new here, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to today's video and welcome back to a new year with planning. And I'm very excited. So ironically, this is the first plan with me of 2022, not my first video, but my first plan with me. And it's not like my New Year's one, which I wasn't necessarily going to do it that way, but I kind of wanted to. However, I just got so busy around Christmas that I fell a little behind in my spreads, which is why you're going to be getting quite a few videos this week. So my camera randomly stopped filming as soon as I laid down my washi and my date covers. So that's why it's picking up from Thursday. However, I'm very excited to plan with this kit. So this kit is absolutely stunning. It is called Noel. It is from Sadie Stickers. There's a ton of gorgeous jewel tones. It is beautiful rose gold foil, and I've paired it with really stunning Christmassy florals from Letters to Apollo. And the date dots that I'm using are from Paper Trail plants as well. And these really pretty like bow hanging baubles. And then these, you'll see in just a second, I use a gorgeous kind of like hanging, you'll see in a minute, hanging, I guess it would be like Christmas tree branches and other baubles. I don't know if I pop them here or use them a little later on, but those were from Bloom Paper Studio. So I did pull it off, but I do end up using them again in just a little bit. And I love this kit. I didn't buy the florals for this kit because I knew I had really stunning florals from Letters to Apollo that I thought would be perfect. And these beautiful little gold embellishments are from Pretty Pinko. Where's my brain today? Not in my head. So I'm just laying down this base. I will be back once my full boxes are down and once I start my sidebar. So give it just a few minutes and I will be right back. All right, so I am just starting to lay down my really pretty sidebar. I love the sidebar for this kit. In this whole spread, it was so pretty. I was so happy with the way it turned out. I used this really gorgeous hanging sign, the Sadie Stickers collab with Shantae Plans, and I love them. I've been using them quite a bit. I wish I had grabbed some more softer colors for the spring, but hindsight is 2020, so I forgot. And then I use, instead of headers on top and under some of the full boxes, I use these really gorgeous little branches from, it was a mix from Sadie Stickers and I believe it was Bloom Paper Studio as well. And then a lot of my embellishments for the whole thing are from Mini Riot Co., from Sadie Stickers, from Bloom Paper Studios, and Paper Trail Plants as well. So I've got quite a bit of florals or foils, and then as for florals, they are all from Letters to Apollo. So that is my blanket statement. So this was for the week before Christmas. I will tell you, the week of Christmas got a little hectic for us. We had a COVID scare, which didn't turn out to be like that, but I'll talk about that in the next video. And then it was a crazy time. I feel like, by the way, can we talk about how cute this Polaroid is from Miss and Meow? And of course, I paired it with these really pretty foils on the side, the little half Christmas trees, which are my favorite. I used them last year too from the Pretty Pink Co., and they are stunning. By the way, if you are new here, I do have a ton of codes, PR codes, and affiliate codes. They are down in the description box below, so make sure to check those out. And so far, the shops that I've mentioned that I have them for are Letters to Apollo and the Pretty Pink Co., and I think that's it so far. Yes, so definitely check those out, but there are a ton down there for you. So yeah, I think since like Natty's accident, I hate being like it ruined Christmas, but it really did make Christmas kind of tough for me because, you know, when you have like all of these plans, like I wanted to, oh my gosh, I just looked outside and there is a solid snowstorm happening. It is gorgeous. Everything is white and fluffy. I'm very excited. I secretly, by the way, love snow. I hate walking in it. There is a freeze warning today, so we're not outside too much, which is why I can get so much stuff done today. So yeah, I feel like since her accident, it's been really hard for me to get into that Christmas spirit because it's been like I planned all these things, like we're going to go to the market. When we went up north for New Year's, I wanted to be able to like let her run around, which we couldn't do because she isn't quite there yet, or wasn't quite there yet. She is now, and I'm very excited to announce that she has got a full clean bill of health in exactly 2 weeks because her radius looks perfect. He said there's a huge metal rod going all the way down her arm, so it will always be sturdy. The calcification looks great, but her ulna has a little tiny hairline. He said it'll probably clear in the next week, but give her an extra week on top of it. So in exactly 2 weeks yesterday, we can start going to the park again, and I'm very excited for her because she's been like itching to go, and I noticed her socialization has gone down a little bit. So we've been trying to introduce her to new dogs, which is really hard to do with a shepherd on a leash. So we're in training again, so just to kind of work with those setbacks, but I'm excited for her to be able to go and enjoy. So yeah, so let's see, on the Monday, let's start with what I did during the week. All right, so this week was kind of the little straggling bits of my final exams. So I studied for my exam on Monday, and I used this really pretty White Deer stationery book in coffee just to mark off that I studied that day. And then I've gotten back into yoga. Now, I think I've spoken about it recently that I used to work out a ton a while ago, but ever since, like, I'd say a year into the pandemic, it's been really sporadic, and I've been feeling that my body has been really craving movement like that again, especially since I left my yoga studio for a while there. I was working out more frequently. I was at the yoga studio, and I don't work out for anything too particularly, just mostly like I like to tone and I like to feel strong, but I also, being a former dancer, I love to move. Like, I feel like my body constantly wants that lately. So I just wanted to move my body again. I did join a yoga studio. They are online only currently, which is great because we are a little bit in lockdown right now. So I did a quick little yoga workout, not with them because I hadn't joined them at the time, but just did a couple of like random workouts. And then I always try to do about 100 squats a day at the very minimum. I do walk a lot because I live in the city, and with me running errands all day, most days, I did get about an hour to 45 minutes of walking in at least, and that's not including natty stuff. So yeah, so I did a quick yoga workout, and I used these really pretty embellishments, by the way. Oh, these really pretty foily embellishments, the gold ones, are from Letters to Apollo if you hadn't seen them yet. I got them in my last haul, so you'll be able to see those in my last haul. Make sure you check that out. And then I also baked cookies for Nathan. I always have cookies stocked. I can't eat cookies because they're always glutinous cookies, and unfortunately, I can't have gluten. So I baked him some cookies, and I used a really cute little Giving Girl icon from one of her freebies on that. And then our final wreath showed up finally this week, and I had ordered that, I kid you not, so long ago, to the point where they thought it was lost and refunded me for it. So I think next year, because I've got 3 wreaths, I'm going to pass one on. They're all beautiful. They're gorgeous wreaths, but that came. And again, I used a white deer stationery, just a little hanging wreath to mark that off. And then on Tuesday, I studied for another exam, and I used, again, another white deer stationery, little icon with a notebook and a coffee and a laptop. And then I filmed and I edited the video that went up on Friday because it went up the day before Christmas. And then I washed my brushes because I knew I was going to be traveling at the end of the next week, because we did go away for, not the end of the next week, but the week after that, we did go away for New Year's, which I am so glad that I got to go. And I use a white deer stationery brush like collection icon. And then we had, of course, Taco Tuesday, which I really, really enjoyed. And then on Wednesday, I worked all day. So I did have a long day of work and I did laundry. I usually try and run I just realized how ahead of myself I was. I do laundry. I try to do it while I'm working if I'm not on phone channel. So yeah, so I tried to do that, but yeah. So that is kind of the first 2 days. I feel like I have jumped forward. As you can see, by the way, I did make this video a little longer. A lot of you guys said you enjoyed the longer videos. So I am trying to keep my videos in the 20 to 30 minute range. I think this one runs closer to 27 minutes. I can't quite remember. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you like the longer videos. Also, let me know if you bought this kit for Christmas. When I saw it, I was like, this is like the quintessential like Christmas kit with like the jewel tones, the darker tones. And for me, that's Christmassy. If you saw my Christmas tree, you'd know, or any of my decor on my stories, all of my Christmas decor was red and silver, and they were deeper colors, and I like that for Christmas. I love the beautiful, like the all silver trees and the white and the pinks. I love that. I think it's beautiful. But I think for us here, at least for me, because my fiance doesn't see color, he literally doesn't. My fiance is colorblind, and it's so colorblind that it's almost monochrome. So he has the try where he can see, well, as a kid he could see like some colors as brown and some colors as green, but they were very muted. And then eventually he lost that, where it went like black and white for him. So he doesn't see color at all. So a lot of the colors that are chosen and he's okay with it, are a lot of grays in my house. And then at Christmas we went like deeper colors and then silver, which you would think I would go gold, me being in a gold kind of feeling, but for some reason silver and Christmas and like deep reds, and that always really kind of stuck with me because that's kind of what we used to do as a kid. So yeah, no, it's different. My mom uses a lot more like rose color and dusky rose, and it's very cool, but I'm very classic dark jewel tone. So yes, let me know if you used this kit. So like I had said, on Tuesday, I did go ahead and I filmed and I edited, and I used the white deer stationery little camera icon for that, which is my favorite. I actually ended up ordering more. And then yes, I went ahead and I washed my brushes. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I like to constantly have clean brushes. So if I use makeup a couple times in a couple weeks span, I wash my brushes. I'm very conscious about my skin and my hair. So if you know me, you know I have a lot of product, and it's always stuff that's like hydrating and clean and all of that fun stuff. Not all the time. I will say I do go for some of the more, like for makeup, right? It's going to be chemically no matter what, but I try to go as clean as I can for skincare, but it doesn't always work for my skin. So I always have to be careful, but yeah. And then again, Taco Tuesday. So we do Taco Tuesday, if you are new here, every Tuesday. And if we can't do it on Tuesday, we do it around Tuesday, like Monday or Wednesday. So we had Taco Tuesday, which is Nathan's favorite day. He loves Taco Tuesday. I am filming this on a Tuesday. I am doing Taco Tuesday tonight again. And for those, I've had a couple questions on Instagram asking, what do I eat for Taco Tuesday? I do reach for the Beyond the Meat or the Impossible ground meat. I've tried probably every single one out there in the Canadian market that doesn't have gluten in it. Most, oddly enough, don't. But there are a couple that do. And I have to say the closest the ones that I use, I don't want to use the word closest because I don't find that they're close to meat. In all fairness, it's been about 18 years since I've had meat, so I don't really know, just by the look of it. But I do tend to go for like the Impossible and the Beyond the Meat the most, and I don't eat a ton of it only because it's so high in sodium, and I feel like I'm wanting to drink water the entire night. So I do have that instead of everything else. And then Nathan and I'll do like a vegan cheese or no cheese at all. And then I'll do like lettuce and tomatoes. And then I have this really good fuego sauce that I got from Copper Branch that is super spicy and so good. So I'll have that. And then I'll have, just regular taco seasoning, because a lot of the ones that we have don't have wheat in them, so they don't thicken up like that, which is really nice. And yeah, so that is what I do for Taco Tuesday. And then if I'm not eating a corn tortilla, depending on how I'm feeling, I will have just a lettuce wrap, which is okay. So yeah, so that is Taco Tuesday for us. So yes, Wednesday I worked all day. I did laundry. I do run my laundry while I'm working, and I try to do it while I'm on chat, because I do work. I work for Lululemon, and I sometimes am taking phone calls or I'm doing emails or chats. So if it's one of the quieter two, like emails and chats, right before I start, I'll pop in a load and I'll kind of let that go. So I'm kind of multitasking. And then if I go on break or I get a quick second, depending on how busy channels are, I'll run and quickly pop in a load or switch over loads and then go back to work, which is kind of really nice. I haven't decided if I'm going to stay on. I am in my final, I'd say, semester and a bit of school, and I have a really heavy course load. So depending on the next couple weeks, I might decide to go full on with only school and not work, or I'm going to do small amounts of work and part-time with Lululemon if they'll have me. And then I will mostly focus on school, because I did take a lot more courses than I normally would. I just want to get it done. So yes, so that is the plan for that. I also have my final exam Wednesday evening, and I did a face mask, of course, for myself, as you can see. The face mask little bottle there is from The Giving Girl. And then I use, again, the laptop with the coffee and the notebook from White Deer Stationery. And then these absolutely gorgeous embellishments around the face mask are, again, from Letters to Apollo. And I love how pretty they are. And I love these little hanging chain links that are kind of happening. They're really cute. I have a bunch from Giving Girl that I like to use as well, and a couple of other shops. So I do kind of like to incorporate them. And then for dinner, I made curry, having an English fiance who grew up on curry and loves curry, because I know curry is one of the bigger, I think it is the most food that is takeout in the UK is curry, and they have it constantly. When I was there, we had it a few times, and so he loves a good curry, and so it has been my mission in the last 2 years to make a bomb curry. And apparently yesterday I did it. He said, no, this is amazing. It's not like authentic. I'm Italian. It's going to have an Italian like swing to it. I do put vegetables in there that you normally wouldn't find in a curry, because I like to fill mine full of vegetables, but he said it was really good, and I'm very proud of myself. So I do curry for us at least once a week, and sometimes it's a madras. I think this week I did a vindaloo, and then last night I did a madras. So I love to play. So yeah. And then on Thursday, Natty's cast came off. So this is the week that Natty's cast came off, because it's been about 3 weeks now since this week has happened. It was a very exciting time for us. Very, very exciting time. Her arm, it just looks so good, and I'm so proud of her healing. She has been a trooper for a puppy that couldn't run around and couldn't play for it's been 7 weeks and a bit now. It's been hard for her, and she took it like a champ. She does favor it still, because she still holds it up, but the doctor said she might always do that, especially in the winter, because he said the metal plate in it will get cold. So we actually cover that plate with a Canada Pooch sock, and she's moving around and she's loving it right now, and I'm very excited for her. So yeah, as you can see, I also changed the speed of this video. Instead of doing at 4 speed, I actually did it at 2, and a mix of 2 and 4 depending on what I was doing. So that's why you're seeing some are a little slower than others. I figured the actual planning portion, we could slow it down a bit so you can actually see what's happening and I'm not rushing through it. So yeah, I also had a day with my mom that day. So because we had to take her down to the vet, which is closer to my parents' house, I went down with Nathan, who worked all day, and we had an early morning, I think 10 o'clock appointment, and then my mom and I hung out. So after that, because Natty was able to be alone on her own again without the cast, I didn't want her to chew on the cast, and we blocked off anything she could jump on, and she just kind of laid down and chilled with Theo, because she'd had a busy morning and we were up early. And Mom and I went shopping. We had a day where we went shopping. I had to pick up a couple of straggling pieces for Christmas, just small little things, and then I came home after that, and Nathan played his computer game, and I watched a Hallmark movie, as I do. I actually had Hallmark movies running through the entire Christmas season. Even if I was working, I had it on low. Not that I could watch it. I just liked the vibe of it in here because it was so Christmassy in here. And Natty actually, funny enough, is one of the few dogs I know that who sits and actually watches things. Also, her favorite thing to watch is golf. I don't understand. She sits there and she's so mesmerized by it. Could be the ball, could just be the slow pace of it and the quietness of it. But yeah, Natty watches movies and weird stuff. So, all right, on Friday. So on Friday, I finished up the last bit of my wrapping. I had finished most of it the week before, and then I bought the straggling pieces, so I finished up those things. I also worked in the morning. I had a 7:45 to 11:45 shift that day, and then I just finished up the last of those gifts. I got them ready to go. I did pick up a couple things after this. There were like little stocking stuffers that I saw in like pieces, but yeah. And then I ordered a bunch of journaling stickers. Because this was the week before I did too, but this was like the week where I was like, I need to have journaling stickers for 2022. And man, do I ever have journaling stickers. I am going to do like a haul of all of the journaling stickers and the journal stuff that I had purchased. Not a haul, but like a video of like everything that I've ordered and how I'm starting out my journal. Probably do it in a couple weeks once I get the last little bit in. But I figured a lot of you guys had been asking me about it, if I've been enjoying my journey with journaling, and I actually really like it. So I'll keep you updated on that. So I did a whole bunch of that, and I used a really pretty, all my icons, I know I look at it for this week, are from White Deer Stationery. So I used, again, a little wrapping paper icon, and then for my ordering of the journaling stickers, I have an icon, again, from White Deer Stationery, which are just stickers, and it is a bow icon. I will have to say I have been really leaning towards the more illustrated icons and less so the foiling ones. I don't know why, and I think it's really dependent on the kid as well. But I just lately I've been loving my White Deer Stationery ones. And can we talk about how cute this little leaf is? I love the florals in this kit, and I love the florals from Letters to Apollo that I was able to pair it with. I think they were just so perfect together. So yeah. Okay. So I want to hear, because I love when you guys are always commenting or you'll message me on Instagram. I want to hear what kit you used for Christmas Day. I know we're a couple weeks out, and I'm sure most of you guys have planned for Christmas or are close to it or have picked it out. I want to hear about the kit that you use for Christmas. I think it's really exciting. And I love some ideas. And if it's from a shop that I've never mentioned before, I've never seen before, definitely let me know. I have been in the mood to shop, and I've been saying this for a couple weeks, from shops that I've never shopped from or heard from before, especially if they're newer. So if you have a shop and you're watching this and you're a newer shop and I haven't mentioned you or just discovered you yet, let me know. And I definitely want to check out your shop, because I love the shops that I buy for, but I also feel like I buy from the same shops all the time. And I like discovering, I like finding new things and sharing new things. So let me know, or if you have or PR for a shop that you love that I haven't mentioned, definitely let me know. So back to what I was doing. On Friday, it was also my payday. So I marked that off with just a little stack of money from White Deer Stationery. And again, those gorgeous florals that I cut in half. And I don't know. I love these florals. They're super pretty. So on a Saturday morning, I worked. So I had a little bit of a busy day, but it was a later shift. So I ran out of work scripts from Paper Trail. So I ended up writing work out. But I just did an order with Yana, and I ordered more of them because they're some of my favorite work scripts. And then I actually put this really pretty kind of half wreath under this half scallop circle. And I ran out before work and got myself a matcha from Balzac's, which is a coffee place here, and it's just up the street, just across from St. Lawrence along the side. So I picked up that. It is one of my favorite. It is not a cheap matcha, but every so often I like to treat myself to it, because they do an unsweetened version, and they'll do it with like almond milk or macadamia nut milk, and they have all these different options. So depending on how I'm feeling, I can basically pick from like 5 different non-dairy milks, which is awesome. So I picked that up, and then I use a little teacup with 2 things of sugar, ironically, as the little tiny icon that I use for that. And then I put this really pretty kind of leaf from Simply Beautiful Plants on top of this half box. And then I'm actually grabbing and slicing, you'll see in a second, a floral from the floral collection from Letters to Apollo. And I just marked that off as I worked. And I had just an afternoon shift, nothing too crazy. And it was a half shift. So I was supposed to work until 6, but I had a family party that I had to go to. My parents do like a little Christmas kind of shindig, and we only had about 25, 30 people, I think, max. And normally we have about 70, but my mom kind of did a blanket statement of we're keeping it small. And please, if you're not vaccinated or you haven't been safe, like please just maybe not come. Or there were some family members who started to feel sick that day or a couple of days prior, so they weren't able to come. So we kind of just did a tiny little shindig thing, and I had to go early. So I ended up getting off at about 2:30, and I had to go make a charcuterie board. Fun fact, charcuterie boards are my secret talent. I don't know why. I make them for every family thing. They're massive, and they take me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to put together. So because I think of colors and levels and mixing, and I really love doing them. I always said in like my next life, I want to like open a charcuterie board business because I love putting them together. They're like these little pieces of artwork with food. What else is more perfect? So I did put together a really big charcuterie board, and yes, I went to that in that evening, which was really nice because my planner friends came and I got to spend time with them. And then on Sunday, I had a recovery day where I literally just recovered. Again, I am someone who has anxiety, so I am what I call I'm an introvert generally, but when I'm with other people, unless I'm stressed out, I'm a bit of an extrovert. So I like to be social, but the next day I feel like I'm hungover even though I didn't drink. And so that's just always a lot for me. So I ended up just taking the day to recover. I hung out. Natty was there. I ended up spending the night at my parents' house anyways, and we spent the afternoon there. My grandmother also spent the night, so I got to hang out with her for the day. And it was just a really nice day. So yeah, that is that. So I am popping on some more embellishments. I ended up finishing off the entire sheet of foils from Letters to Apollo, as you can see. And I'm just popping on some embellishments. So while those embellishments go on, I think I just said that like 3 times in the last 10 seconds. I'm going to let you guys listen to music. I'm going to check out here, and then I'm going to write down just in the sidebar my week. So enjoy the laying down of the stickers. I will see you guys in just a few days with my final Christmas spread, and then hopefully soon my New Year spread. So stay safe, guys. Stay warm because it is freezing here, and I will see you in just a couple days. Bye.